All right. Welcome everybody to the first ever C and J podcast. Name is still in discussion. Hit us in the comments below. Hit us up on our social medias. We're gonna plug those down in the description and throughout the video. You know, that's just how we roll.
We'll figure out the name at some point.
Exactly.
It's just a work in progress.
It's gonna
we'll brainstorm stuff
point.
off camera.
We're gonna figure it out. The quality's gonna be improving. The mic quality is gonna get better. The editing's gonna get better. We're gonna have podcast clips. If you guys want that, if you don't, just watch us at 2x speed, you know? I mean, that's that.
Just watch it faster. You don't want to watch it, just watch it faster.
You know, exactly. Even if you don't care about watching us, just watch it 2x faster.
Yeah.
Just watch it 2x faster.
It'll take half the time.
Half the time. Exactly.
You don't want to waste an hour and a half of your life.
How do you think you do books? How do you do books? You do books. How do you think you read books in school? You get an audio book.
I don't.
You don't. You sound like you use what's that website?
What is it?
I don't know, man. I've heard the first part.
Is that what you're talking about? Spark Notes?
Spark Notes. You're a Spark Note user.
Or it's like with math, you got to use like Slater.
Yeah. Well, shoot, dude.
Crap.
Oh, shoot, dude. All right, hold on. Hopefully, LCS is not watching currently.
We'll just cut that.
We use them to reference, guys. We don't cheat. It's all references.
We don't cheat.
We don't.
What are you talking about? We don't cheat.
We are good. We are good people.
Yeah.
It's just for checking answers. All right.
Yeah. It's
just
only
checking answers. In school, you just have to make sure, like, the teachers always at LCS, you want to make sure you're right because you know, teachers are pretty hard on grading. You know, it's just how it is. They're not even hard on grading.
No, we cheat. We're cheaters, guys. How do you think I passed?
Oh my gosh, math tests. Oh my gosh.
We'll just
everybody's gonna come back from quarantine. And, like, they're going to figure out that, like, literally half the people didn't even actually do their schoolwork.
Oh, no. How? Like, I don't remember doing any work over quarantine.
What work?
What's work? I don't know what work is. I spent, maybe 2 hours on the actual, like, school part of my day. And then I just played Minecraft the rest of the day.
Games all day. You're just like, oh, okay, whatever.
I was like, I don't want to do it, but I know that I have to get a grade. So I'm just going
to. That is really true, actually.
Like,
everybody just lacks
I don't
so
think
much
anybody
motivation.
wanted to do school. They should have just canceled school as a whole instead of made us do any work.
Or they just waited another week. It's good, though.
Yeah, we could have just waited another week.
Yeah, if they would have waited another week, I think it would have given them, like, a lot more, like, preparation and, like, been able to, like, execute it better because, like, the reason that it was a lot harder for everybody was because the teachers were learning.
Yeah.
We were learning. Teachers still needed to learn, and they still are learning from it. We're still learning from it. Like, it's a whole new, like, nobody's experienced this. Like,
yeah, I mean, personally, the issue that I found with it was that it was just homework on top of homework on top of homework.
Because it's different when you have classwork.
Yeah,
and when you're doing projects with other people versus when, like, I think our science project, we are offered to, like, do it with somebody else. But how are you supposed to do something together where it's a physical video with information? Like, what are you going to do?
And you're not allowed to be within 6 feet of each other. It made no sense to me.
It didn't work out.
My worst class was Spanish. I think I passed with, like, a C-.
Dude, same. I had such a bad grade in Spanish.
But it wasn't even because of the fact that I didn't know what I was doing. I knew exactly what I was doing. I just didn't care enough to do half the work. And she was giving us so much work. I was like, dude.
Where you didn't have to take the final exam.
Yeah. I was like, I don't want to take the final exam. If I can do all this, if I can be fine.
It was hard. Science was hard. Dude,
oh, yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
Science was
really
difficult
hard.
At the end.
Like, at first, it was really easy because he's like, I'm going to ease you guys into it. Yeah. And it wasn't like an ease. It was like, you're not doing any schoolwork. You're going to learn how to use Teams, and I'm just going to full throttle. Mm-hmm. Which, like, I get it because, like, you don't know how to, like, maintain it and, like, how to keep it, like, the same.
Yeah. I mean, how do you maintain a slow structure when everything is so fast-paced now, especially with the quarantine going on, where it's like you just need to bust work out because otherwise your kids are going to fail. Yeah. And the school year is coming to an end. You only have 3 months before it does, and you have no idea how to maneuver anything that you're doing. The teachers had their own excuse, but at the same time, execution wasn't amazing. Yeah. It could have been better, but at the same time, even though it wasn't better, we kind of survived it. It was okay. You know,
I'm just happy. Like, the biggest thing about it was I was like, okay, good. We only missed a week of school.
Yeah.
So since we only missed a week of school at LCS, that meant that we could get out when we were supposed to get out.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't have to take final exams. That was super nice.
Yeah, I was glad that they gave us that choice. If you had bad grades, you had to take final exams, or it was like missing assignments or something like that. Yeah.
For me, for like Bible class, I had like 20 missing assignments,
mm-hmm.
and then I did them all,
mm-hmm.
and then my grade was at like a B.
Yeah, I remember.
And I was like,
I think
okay,
it was
whatever.
Class for me.
This works. Like I'm gonna get my work done eventually. Like,
yeah.
I was like, I have all this time to complete it. Like I'm not trying to go to a prestigious college. Like I'm trying to go to college that has an 85% acceptance rate. Like it's not that hard to get in. I mean,
for me, I was like, I don't think I had a single class besides Bible or English or even math that I had a 90% or higher missing or like assignment rate.
I didn't have any of those.
Yeah, I was like, I barely passed Spanish. I didn't have to do my exam, but I had like an 89% assignment rate.
Wow.
And she kind of just like said, screw it.
And like, I think, okay, whatever.
I think science, I was barely passing it with an 80.
Know.
And I was like,
I know, Caleb.
I know, Caleb. Like, I was like,
okay, whatever.
Like, whatever.
Okay.
Just leave me alone. I'm not taking Spanish 2.
Yeah.
Which I'm not taking Spanish 2. Because I was in choir, I'm lucky enough to be able to be like, screw Spanish 2. Yeah. I don't have to do it.
So I'm doing Spanish 2.
Yeah, I know you are.
There's a new teacher. So
mm-hmm. There's a new teacher.
Shout out to Mrs. Yider. I love her as a person.
I know.
I love her as a person.
Yes, she's a great lady, but teacher.
Just
I'm not gonna say
no
anything.
No back talk. All
right, but like, but yeah, I know you're gonna be taking Spanish 2. Man. I'm not taking Spanish 2. I get that luxury because I've been taking choir, and I plan to continue on.
And
choir.
I didn't take choir.
Yeah. You're taking choir.
I am now.
Yeah, you are now. You kind of ditched that last year.
What are you talking about?
Lauren, what?
What are you talking about?
But we kind of like, yeah, you ditched choir last year.
What?
But this year, because you didn't take it last year.
You were okay with me ditching choir.
Yeah, I was fine with it. I was like, okay, I get it, whatever.
Yeah, you're
like, your girlfriend's out there. My girlfriend's in choir with me, so it doesn't matter. Like, I'm happy.
Let's just, it didn't turn out very well. Let's just say that.
That didn't go well.
Let's just end it at that, and let's cap that because that's a wrap cap.
Yep. But I know that I'm not taking Spanish 2 this year.
I keep it in my mic.
I am taking ASL now, so I'm gonna start cussing people out in sign language, especially deaf people.
I'm gonna teach you that. All right. Since we're already on the topic about school.
Yeah.
What is your opinions about its school starting next week? We already started earlier than everybody else. We already started before.
Yeah, we already start earlier than everybody else does, which is, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's only a week, so
whatever.
What if I was still going to Manchester? I'd have 2 more weeks, but now I just have 1 more week, and I'm okay with that because we got out a week early. But
yeah, kind of. Yeah.
And I mean, if we're being honest with the quarantine, there's not a whole lot of work that we really had to do. So
there was if you actually did the schoolwork.
Yeah, but I didn't do the schoolwork. So my summer vacation kind of started back in May. But yeah, I'm kind of excited. I'm happy to see friends again. I know that there's a lot of people who...
Dude, we're not even going to be able to see them really, though. Everybody's going to have a mask on.
Yeah, you'll be able to see them.
They're going to do social distancing.
There's that. That's true. They're only allowing, 3 people per lunch table.
Oh, I thought we weren't even.
Yeah, Nat and I had a huge conversation about this. She was trying to decide between me and somebody else, and I was like, you should take me, duh. But she's like, but I have 4 classes with you. I'm like, okay, fine. That I understand.
Natalie and I literally have the same schedule besides, I think, like 1 class.
Yeah, she and I have pretty much the same schedule. I
was like,
she's thinking of dropping choir because she doesn't want to take chemistry.
Oh,
but
gotcha.
But yeah, anyways. So I'm excited for school to start. I mean, I know that it's going to be extremely difficult. Like, I mean,
oh my gosh.
I mean, I don't know how they're going to do social distancing. We already have tiny classrooms. You can't spread apart
have,
6 feet per people.
Classroom, like,
yeah.
How long's the day going to be when it lasts until like 12 at night? Are we going to like shorten the classes? I
don't think they're going to shorten anything. I think it's going to be a normal day. I mean,
dude, that's going to be stressful.
Oh yeah, it'll definitely be very stressful.
Everybody from LCS, mask boycott.
We're all gonna get corona, so that way we can overthrow our authoritarian principles.
No, we're not. We're not doing that. We are not doing that.
We're not doing that. Don't listen to me. But But yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do. The mask situation, I don't know how they're gonna enforce that.
Yeah, I don't think they can.
I really don't think they can.
I think parents can press legal action.
Yeah, you can press legal action against that.
So if somebody asked, like, if I was like, Caleb, why aren't you wearing a mask?
Yeah, I had this conversation with my dad yesterday.
You're not social distancing.
Yeah,
I apologize if I offended.
But whatever. It's but like I had this conversation with my dad yesterday, and he was like,
yeah,
you can't enforce the law that you have to wear a mask. A police officer can walk up to you and be like, do you have a health condition that stops you from wearing this required mask? And they're like, yeah, I actually have this. Now what's your badge number? I'm going to sue you.
Yeah, people literally, like, people with like asthma and stuff, like they don't have to wear masks.
Yeah, they don't have to.
They already have
that's the one plus that you get, all of you asthmatics out there. You don't have to wear a mask.
I have asthma, so that doesn't really count. Like,
I have athletic asthma, but not normal asthma.
Yeah, it is what it is. But man, I'm just mad about football being canceled.
Yeah,
so I don't have a football season. Like we've been practicing since like we had team camp 2 weeks ago. We had 2 weeks ago. We had team camp, and we just came back this past week.
Yeah,
and we had our football helmets on. We actually finally were able to do like actual drills. We were able to like not hit people.
Yeah, but like tackle.
We could actually like grab onto people and like practice our blocking and like our route running. Well, I do not run routes.
So here's my question real quick.
But like,
so if football is being canceled, why are you guys still going to practice? Like, there's no point.
It was being canceled. It was only a rumor that it was being canceled.
Oh, it's still a rumor, so it's not confirmed.
So it's official
yet.
now. It's official now.
Okay.
But we found out literally my practice on Friday. We had a practice on Friday.
Yeah.
And it got canceled because of the thunder. Okay, like whatever. It's okay. Okay, practice canceled. Thunder. That sucks. Because that's actually going to be a really fun practice.
Yeah.
30 minutes later, MHSA tweets out they're like, fall football season is being moved to spring.
Seriously, 30 minutes later?
Literally like 30 minutes later. Like I was sitting on my phone. I was like, okay. And then I look over. I go over to Instagram.
And they're like, football's been canceled.
Everybody in the football group chat's just like
freaking out.
They're like, no way.
Yeah.
No way this just happened.
Yeah.
I get why it happened because you're exposed to your whole high school.
Yeah. And you have the people in the bleachers who aren't social distancing.
I don't think they're having fans this year at all. I think only family can come to games.
Well, that's kind of dumb too. But
so
I mean,
I'm wondering like how it's going to work for soccer, volleyball. I bet volleyball will have theirs.
I think a big issue that they're going to come across is that, you get a crap ton of money from concession stands at football games. Football tickets and football concessions are, pretty much what fund the football program.
Yeah. So what the reason why, and ticket sales.
Yeah. But I already talked about that one.
Hello.
What's up?
Welcome.
We have a
recording.
Guest.
Do you want to come say hi? You don't want to come say hi? That's my dad, by the way. We invaded his office for this podcast.
Thank you for that. We appreciate it. Even though we didn't ask, it's better to ask forgiveness than permission.
Thankfully, he's a pastor, so he has to give me forgiveness.
Yeah, I am.
That's what a penny would say.
That is, I am my father's child.
Dad, what is your opinion on football being canceled this fall? Oh, you got to come
come
the
in
mic?
the frame.
Well, I just think that it's a bunch of poop.
Okay.
That was a little on the edge.
It's just a bunch of poop, like nothing else.
It's just poop, dude.
Yeah.
Do you think it's just poop?
I mean, I feel bad for you guys.
If soccer's next, is soccer?
I think soccer will be next.
You think soccer will get canceled?
I think everything is going to get canceled fall-wise.
Why would you say that? What about volleyball? Volleyball is really contactless.
What recent articles are saying, at least, is that there's supposed to be another spike in November.
November. Well, I wonder why there's going to be a spike in November.
Oh, because of the election. But let's not get too political. But there's supposed to be another spike of corona in November, which is smack dab in the middle of fall, right around when soccer starts.
And election.
But
well, actually, soccer ends like November something. Soccer's championship game is November like 4th or something like that.
Yeah.
So soccer will be fine. I think soccer will be fine. Soccer is fine. Volleyball is fine. Golf is fine. Soccer, you do get contact.
Soccer should, or not soccer. Golf should be fine. golf should be completely fine.
Volleyball's fine too.
They're giving, soccer should be okay.
I think
Hopefully.
it'll be okay.
Hopefully. I know
You
that
didn't shut the door.
it's fine.
Brian? Father?
I can get up and shut it if you need me to.
Yeah, you should go get up and go shut it.
Yeah, I'm going to go shut that real quick.
Wow, that just made a huge noise. And I think this is the time for a quick message from our sponsors. AKA my dad's office. Thank you, Father, for supplying me with this. Even when I didn't ask.
Again, like I said, better to ask forgiveness than permission.
All right.
But I think, did you hear about golf? Anything about golf?
I think it's just
I know
going
that
full
they're
go.
going to give the girls the country club. They're giving them that land. So the boys are getting out the Wolf Creek area.
What do you mean?
So the country club's golf course.
Yeah.
That's the one that the girls will be playing on.
Yeah, they always
this year.
play on that.
No, there's another golf course about a mile or two from here.
Yeah.
The Wolf Creek golf course or whatever.
I know what you're talking about.
I was having this conversation with Nat the other day, and she was like,
she plays golf, right?
yeah, she plays golf. So she was like,
What a noob.
yeah, I know, right? I was like, how do you play the most boring sport in the world when you have ADD?
Dude,
and she's like, I don't know.
It takes a lot of skill.
It does.
That. Volleyball.
Yeah.
Golf takes extreme amounts of skill. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie.
But,
All right, well, enough about school, enough about that. We actually had the privilege of being able to hang out with our youth group.
Yeah, the
on
youth
the
beach
YBT.
trip. That was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun.
I don't know how often we've hung out or talked since then. I think this is the first time you and I have actually sat down together since the youth beach trip.
It is the first time
Yeah.
since we sat down.
Good to see you again, bro.
hey, Dad. Hey, Dad. Next time you come in,
Shut the door.
and you exit, can you shut the door?
We don't want to annoy everybody else in the house.
You're okay. You're not annoying anyone.
I'm naturally annoying. I don't know what you're talking
We're just saying
about.
we need you to shut the door because it gets a little echoey.
Yeah.
That's all.
But
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it just gets a little.
okay, but YBT, right? The weather the first day.
Okay, wait. Well, little backlog. So YBT, I'm gonna give you an overview of what YBT is. So my youth group, we do a 4-day trip once a year. Our youth group. Sorry, excuse me.
It's different. He's a leader, so he could say my.
Oh my gosh, no, stop.
That's how they catch you.
No.
But,
But YBT is our youth group's look at that, you see that improvement? I said our.
Yep.
Our youth group's once a year trip to Warren Dunes for like 4 days.
It's one of many trips that we take in the year. We have the Cedar Point
Dude, we
trip,
have a bunch of trips we do. It's awesome.
Youth convention,
But
fine
all
arts.
those got
canceled because of Corona.
postponed, canceled.
I think they're going to cancel youth convention this year.
Youth convention
Hopefully
will be
not.
Canceled. It might. Who knows?
Probably.
We go up to Warren Dunes. Well, actually, over. It's like over. Warren Dunes
Not
is like
really.
over.
I mean, we're right there.
Well, anyways, we go to Lake.
Yeah.
We go to Lake Michigan. We go to Warren Dunes. We all sleep out in tents all together. Some of us sleep alone, like I did. I slept alone in this little one-person tent.
Yeah, that didn't end well for you.
That collapsed 3 times in the nighttime. Nothing much.
We walked by your tent one day, me and Trenton, and he looks down at it and he's like, "How do you sleep in that?" I'm like, "How does a guy who's 6 foot sleep in that like 5'10" tent?"
So like the basics of the tent is like, like the ones you see in the movies.
No, I don't.
Like the one that guy had. I'm just trying to describe for them. So the ones you see in the movies, like we're on the side of the mountain. It's super small, super compact.
Oh.
And so at first, I was trying to set it up, and I couldn't set it up for my life.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally 2 poles. It's 2 poles. Is all I needed to do was set it up. It was just 2 poles.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't do that. Had some girls come over. They're like, "Oh my gosh, you can't set this up," and then they couldn't set it up. And then Pastor Mike comes over and he's like, "Dude, I feel you on this, but this is how you do it." And he told me how to do it. I'm like, "Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
I'm so dumb."
So when we got there, tent-wise, we couldn't find a tent at the start. We kind of sat around for like an hour and a half.
You want to know why you couldn't find a tent?
Why?
Because you were trying to get one that was already set up. That's why.
No, we weren't trying to do that. We were
okay.
So we were looking around. We were kind of like waiting for somebody to like have a tent and invite us. Yeah, that we were kind of doing that.
Like, okay.
But So we kind of saw the bags of tents that were kind of like sitting like right next to us. There was like 3 tents or something like that.
And then you grabbed the hardest tent.
We did manage to grab the hardest tent. Out of all 3 of them, we picked the hardest one.
Yes.
And we started like setting it up in the rain.
Yep.
We had everybody's stuff was under this massive tarp. Because like everyone's luggage. It was downpouring on us.
Besides the people who already had their tent set up in like 3 seconds.
But we had our tent.
I can't see if it's recording. It's fine.
I think it is. I think it is. I'm not worried about it.
Okay.
And if not, we can just put out the audio.
If not, it's fine. We always have the audio, actually.
Of course. So we went over there, and we were kind of just waiting. We picked the hardest one to put up.
The hardest one to put up, literally.
We couldn't figure it out. That was my first time ever putting up a tent. That was my first time ever camping.
In fact.
Yeah, that was my first time ever camping. My family doesn't go out and do that kind of stuff.
Last year, like a big noob.
Yeah, but we couldn't figure out how to do it, so we had Jeff come over and he helped us up.
Yep.
And
Jeff didn't know how to do it.
He didn't know how to do it. He was kind of like, okay, this is kind of what you do.
And then Pastor Mike came over.
Mm-hmm.
Our interim youth pastor.
Yep.
Then my brother came over, and then our friend Lando from Grand Blanc came over.
Mm-hmm.
It took them an hour and a half to set up almost.
That was your tent, right? That was the tent that Jeff and Mike slept in.
That was a tent that Jeff and Mike slept in that you guys originally were going to sleep in.
Yeah.
But they're like, but they were like, dude, we took too much time.
So
the
tent that we had set up, Xavier, Trent, and I, we set up the hardest tent that we could, and that tent ended up being
Pastor Mike's.
No, that ended up being the tent that Allie and Keena slept in.
Oh, that wasn't the hardest tent.
That was the hardest of the 3 that we found.
That you guys found. That was pretty hard to set up. But
that one was pretty difficult. That was nothing compared to what Jeff and Mike slept in.
That tent took way too long. Dude, what are you laughing about?
What's that face?
What is so funny?
Well, I'm getting ready to.
No, you're not. No, you're
not.
What?
Yeah, guys.
Are you actively trying to ruin this episode?
Dude, come on.
The first episode.
Come on, Dad.
No.
Dad, come on. Can you do this tomorrow?
I got a whole living room out. That's why you won't do it in your room, because your room's trashed.
Why is it trashed?
Why is it trashed?
I didn't do it because it was trash. I did it because it has good lighting. It's got good natural lighting coming in. We got all these lights and lamps in here I can use. And then we got this nice table that we can both sit across from.
Mm-hmm.
Just, okay.
You're at 23 minutes anyway.
Well, guys, this will be the part 1 of our podcast, guys. It was cut abruptly. Brought to you by your father, Brian Henley. But my father, not Caleb's father.
Your father.
I know you're not a milkman, so. But anyways, that is the first episode of C and J's podcast.
Yep.
Hopefully you guys tune in to more. There will be more to come in the future.
Definitely.
You have anything to say?
Make sure to take a look at my new album, The Rise, and my most recent single, 6th and 7th Grade.
Okay.
You can find them on Mixer and SoundCloud at Vertigo Was Here.
Nice.
Also, follow my Instagram at Vertigo_was_here.
Also, follow our page, guys. This is literally just Caleb and I ranting, and we just decided to record our rant.
These are just our typical conversations in a normal day.
Crisp audio, we just wanted to have that nice, luscious audio.
The music is just,
we just want to have the good audio. But anyways, that is our first episode.
It can be one of mine.
This is the track. This is the outro track. First track. Let it play. Peace. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'll be like, well,
no.
I'll be like, hey guys, whatever. All right, gonna wrap this up. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys watched the whole way through, or if you watched it at triple time speed, because
triple times.
Yeah,
you didn't want to watch it all the way through, so you watched about halfway through.
But anyways, love y'all. Peace. Hope y'all have a great day.
See ya.